What's up, guys? This is Coach Yarg. I'm gonna do a little review today of a solo queue game I played earlier this week. It's Rell against Yumi. So, in general, with Enchanters, it's really important that we punish this guy in lane really hard, right? But especially Yumi, this champion should not really be allowed to lane against us. So we need to pressure them. A few things to keep in mind. My job, Cupcake always says our job as support is to be at fights and fight well. So I'm going to be looking to do that this game. And I'm going to be looking to pressure with my jungler. And I also want to threaten enemy in lane. So I want to generate as much threat as I can in the lane. So you can see I start sweep here. That's in an effort to pressure them more in the lane. I start in the mid bush. Normally I would start dismounted, but I'm considering fighting. And then you can see, normally I strongly advocate against typing in the chat, but normally also against Yumi, I would just kind of walk at them in a straight line and fight them to the death level 1. But this is what I do every game. I mute the chat. But before I did that, I wanted to ask my ADC if we beat them level 1, because I really want to pressure the Yumi, but I know Felius is really weak, and I'm not 100% sure how weak he is. But he tells me he doesn't want to fight, so I'm like, okay, I'm just going to do nothing until he gets level 3, probably. And then here we kind of stopped away from going to the tower. We pull it out a little bit. It's like a fake freeze, though. Nothing much is happening. My jungler's pathing down, and then I see they put a ward down, right? But I want my Master Yi to have gank opportunity, so I walk up and sweep. This is pretty obvious play from us, though. They should be quite aware that the Master Yi gank could be coming. So we're gonna try to hold the wave again. And then holding the wave, this is a decision that I'm making to generate more threat, right? When the wave's on our side, they're more vulnerable, but especially when my jungler's in ganking position. So I want to keep the wave on my side. And then again, even though the ward isn't guaranteed this time, I just want to sweep again. And then I'm kind of watching my jungler, seeing what he's doing. I'm staring at them. I really want to make this play work if he's down, and then they walk up. So already they're kind of fucked, right? Flash Q, and then, normally I would W, but 2 reasons I delay my W here. One is that it's flashable, so I don't want them to flash it. And then 2, my Felius is purple gun, right? So I want to wait for Felius to do his thing. But then you can see, so that's exactly what I do. I wait for Felius to purple gun. He roots. I cast W on top of the root. Press ignite. Cool. Hopefully we can kill. I try to tank for Master Yi, but then he kind of didn't realize that I was going to tank, so it's a little scuffed. But then Yumi walks back up. And, when you see Yumi, she can't jump back in. And then, because I did that, we end up getting this, psycho Master Yi play where he has double kill. And now our game is, very nice, right? My Master Yi is very happy. They are going to lose quite a bit of farm. That was a huge cannon wave here. You can see they lose, basically this entire thing. So, in previous season, playing bot, you just walk somewhere else here. You would never just walk bot at a base, especially when you're, way higher tempo than your ADC. But with the new season, roaming is just sort of generally worse and laning is generally better. That being said, I'm not 100% sure here that going bot at a base and not trying to kill TF is better, But now I get to sneak into this bush, so I want to try something. But then my Aphelios pings me back, so he doesn't want to fight. So I'm like, okay. I try to do something a little freaky here. I don't actually manage it, but I wanted to Q, walk forwards, and then do short W backwards, so that I can kind of get my W off to do a little chunk and then go out. But then she traps. So because of the traps, I'm not actually able to do my W backwards. And then I end up taking a ton of damage on the back end. So this was quite bad. Sorry, that was my Discord. Let me deafen. Yeah, so we take a ton of damage on the back end. This is quite bad for our lane. But then my mid laner is going to bail me out here probably. So I just walk up and start tanking the wave like I'm stupid. And then, Jinx is probably thinking, what the fuck is this guy doing right now? But, so I walk up, I want to kill him, and then Graves is here. I'm like, oh shit. But then Fizz actually just kind of one-shots him. I expect Yumi to W into Graves, right? So I throw my Q in between Graves and Yumi, expecting her to jump. I land it, follow up with the W, and then I'm hoping that we can kind of kill the Yumi here, which honestly was... maybe it's just incorrect, because now Fizz is kind of forced to kill the Yumi, but we end up doing it, and it ends up being really good. So And then I don't really give a fuck what happens when I'm dead, to be honest. But I think Fizz ends up just kind of overstaying for a while, flashes and then dies. So overall, you know, probably not the best play, but I just really want to force on this Yuumi, so I'm just kind of taking every opportunity I have. The other sad thing is that now I was dead on when Aphelios hits level 5. And for people who don't play with Aphelios that often, level 5 is his typically when he hits red-white. So, you know, ideally I could have been in lane pressuring with him there. But we got 2 kills out of it, so I'm not like that upset, right? Trying to do some tricky shit with the Hex Flash. I see TF TP mid, so I ping it. Looks like my Aphelios' item, and he's scared of TF6, so we base. And then it looks like... Oh, also, this is so weird, because actually, I remember now. I didn't want to base. I wanted to play lane, because we're, like, full resources, and I want to pressure these guys. And then by me basing, I, like, lose an opportunity. But then Aphelios is, like, pushes the wave, and then he, like, bases, and then he pings me to go to grubs. Which I'm not opposed to, you know, but I'd rather just kill these guys. But then I'm, like, click to the grubs. This is, like, the worst thing that could possibly happen. Because I click to the grubs. But look, my jungler's farming down. There's no way he's ever going to go to the grubs anyway. And then Aphelios cancels his base. So I would just rather be here every time, right? So that was quite annoying. I probably should not have listened to my teammate there. Wrap around. Aphelios gets the cancel. So again, I don't W because I know she's going to flash it, right? Honestly, what I probably should do here is Q flash and then W to the left, expecting her to flash. That's probably correct here. Because I delay it too much, and then she ends up getting the movement speed. She gets out, but it doesn't really matter. Because all I have to do is tank the tower for Master Yi, and even if I died, I do not care. But I actually live on like 1 HP, and then Master Yi gets double kill, and then he lives as well. So their game is kind of over now. Some fight happens bot, but I obviously like can't do anything here because I have to base. I have 10 HP, so I have to base. And then now my ADC is recalling when I'm walking back to base. So in the new season, roaming generally worse, but still, you know, same fundamentals as before. If you walk out of base and your ADC is not in the lane, there's no reason for you to be bot, right? So I just walk mid here because I have nothing else to do. Drop some wards on the enemy jungle, and then I'd like to kill the TF if possible. Honestly, this is probably a camera control mistake for me, so because I should check TF's state, right? I should check the state of the lane and his HP before I move. But I wanted the wards, which is not unreasonable, I think. Missed my Q. I guess this guy just didn't have flash, though. Tank the tower for Fizz. We get to kill him. I'm quite happy. Now, honestly, I think here maybe I should just base. Yeah, I do just base. So I delayed my base too much for sure. I should have just instantly based. Because I'd love to pressure them bot, and I kind of lose an opportunity to pressure them bot by basing here, but I think I'm too low to fight them to the death bot, unless Aphelios has really good guns. So I just send the recall, and then this guy just, like, walks into me, which is unbelievable, honestly. Yeah, he walks up and lets me land raw W on him, which is really troll. We probably can't kill these guys here. Oh, right, I remember. Aphelios flashes the wall. And then we kill the Yuumi too. I'll tank for Aphelios. I W the tower shot. And then now, hold on, I hit tab there. How many kills does Aphelios have? So 204 Aphelios, up a bit of farm, and then my Master Yi is quite strong as well. Fizz is strong, not just from me, but the mid gank definitely helped, you know. So the game is in quite a good spot here. Yuumi is not going to be able to outscale us with the amount of like lead we're getting. I play a vision game here with the Hex Flash. And then this is kind of like a double, like a lose-lose for them. Because if she doesn't push me out here, like if Jinx just leaves me alone, then I'm going to hold the wave. And she's miserable, right? And then if she walks away, I hold the wave and she's sad. If she walks forward, then I just kill her, right? But she made the wrong decision, the worst decision. So these guys just get double killed again. This time I actually get to fight with my Aphelios when he hits red-white, and it's just cooked for them. Get vision in the bot side again. Master Yi does Drake, so now I want to threaten dive on TF because there's no reason for me to be bot if the enemy guys are dead. Nice dive. I'd prefer to tank. Honestly, maybe it's better if they tank because they have like the invulnerability shit. And then my Aphelios almost wins this fight, actually. It's quite close. And then I don't want to let them crash this wave. Also, like, I swear I can kill this guy, but I really don't want to die. So I'm just going to fuck with him, walk away. If I want to kill him, though, I have to cue the Yumi shield, and I didn't. So that's kind of one of the reasons I walk away. And then this is fake. I'm never actually going to click on him here. I just want him to think that I'm going to kill him, so he wastes time. Then he stays, which is just crazy. Oh, right. I remember now. He's saying because Graves is in the bush. I think we see Graves walk down somewhere. Yeah. I saw him on this ward here. So I know he's going for lane gank in general. That's why you can see, like, here I'll play away from the bushes because I don't want to face check him. But then I guess Jinx stays to try to, like, bait me. Then I get to cancel his recall. Graves is quite sad. But I forget about the TF ult. So kind of bad play from me. That being said, like, I'm not positioned for the TF ult, right? But if I want to play around the TF ult, then I need to I should ping my ADC back. Like, my ADC should be playing where I am, is the problem, and I can communicate that. And then I probably just should not have gone in. I think this is just such a hard fight to win when we're numbers down and Aphelios is dead. Like, now it's 2v4. So I probably just should have conserved my resources and not went in. And then Master Yi goes in and dies, and they get the shutdown. It's quite bad for the game here. This is because I didn't like I always tell my students when I coach them, if there's certain champions in the game where if they're playing mid, you have to like play differently. You know, the obvious ones, TF Galio, the other global champions that aren't coming to mind right now. But I just didn't do my load screen check. That's what we call it in the academy, is a load screen check. I didn't do it this game. So I think if I was more aware of TF there than at the start of the game, you know, if I was more locked in, then we should have been able to deal with him there. And then here I want to kill him. So what I'm thinking is like, okay, TF can't save you this time, bitch. You know, that's what I'm... But then TF TP's behind us. So once I see the TP, I'm just forced to go forwards. I'm going to die. And then I'm just hoping that my Aphelios can get out. I try to stall for as long as I can. But they just... Graves is here and they kill Aphelios too. So this really sucks. My mistake here... Should play topside, you know. Just play towards my jungler. Like, that's what we wrote down, right? Pressure with my jungler. I think I'm maybe a bit too tunneled on threatening the enemy in lane and not tunneled enough on pressuring with my jungler. Especially, like, in general, it's the most broken thing you can do in the game. But especially when your jungler is the strongest champ in the game, right? Like, why are we playing bot side when he's in the enemy top jungle? My Sejuani is quite strong as well, and Fizz. Yeah, you can see I typed like, I thought it was free because TF has no R, but either way, like, I think even if TF doesn't have TP down, I think it's incorrect to do what we did, or what I did, sorry. Okay, so now I'm just going to start pressuring my jungler, and then, no surprise, as soon as I start pressuring with him, we're just going to kill everyone. Jungler is strong, click with him, everyone dies, and then I time my W to not keep me out of her jump here as well. It's quite good. I don't think it mattered, but... Alright, and then game is like low-key over now. I'm going to run top and then kill this guy too. Somehow my top laner's 3 levels up. So I'm quite happy. 16 assists. This is... Fizz just tries to kill that guy, but he has exhaust. We do the Drake while jungler's farming. And then now I want to catch this guy. They just made a play topside, so I feel like we have room to do this. Also, my Master Yi is nearby. Sorry, my dogs. Let me close the door. What's going on here? Yeah, so the reality is this play is like overzealous because our teammates are dead. And they're going to base and then come back on the map. And they're going to be in a good spot when they do. So I think this play was overzealous as well. Have to abandon my Master Yi. Kind of bait him into killing himself here. By trying to make the play on the Nasus. Okay, free kill on Nasus. We don't even have to look at this. This guy's just trolling. We catch him on the ward. We break the bot tower. And then now I see Master Yi playing topside, so I want to play topside. He's strong. I don't even think I should throw this Q. I should just hold my Aftershock. Get pushed out by Graves. And then I try to help Master Yi. But he gets gold guarded, so he's dead. Yeah, and then this is quite a bad mistake in the game as well. Because I should flash here, but I really didn't think I was killable. The thing is, I also like didn't see the TF porting in because my eyes were focused on what's on the left, and then I got blinded, so I didn't know TF was here gold carding me either until I got stunned. I just died. Quite bad for the game, because, you know, me being dead in general is quite bad, but then, like, getting caught when my jungler's dead. Well, you know, the reason I got caught is because I didn't want them to do the Baron. So you can see I do my little sneaky Baron ward here. We can see the Baron's HP, and then their pink can't see my ward. That's why I clicked it and kind of moved it around here, was to get this nice sneaky ward on the edge. That's why I'm here, is to get that ward. And then I think I'm fine to just walk this way, but I actually just should go this way, stroll, to run to the right. And then even here, I think I can W upwards over the wall, and it's fine. But I go to the right, and then that's why I die. But it's only bad, I mean, it's bad regardless, right? But it's only really bad for the game if, shit like this happens. They fight while I'm dead, or the enemy team gets Baron. But I think the reality is that Master Yi is, like, so strong that he can kind of make up for it. We do all die. Quite bad. They consider the Baron, and then this, we just win the game here. This was quite a nice play from me. So I just kind of go here, chilling. I know that the enemy has bad tempo, right? Because Graves isn't alive yet, and he's really the only strong one on the enemy team. TF is top. He just ulted. So I'm pretty sure this is like a free play. I ping my intent, walk forwards, flash on this guy. We kill him. And then this is just like free Drake. And it's the soul Drake as well. So I know their play is to flip trade Baron, right? That's like that's what they have to do here, is threaten the trade on the Baron. So instantly my plan, like after we kill this guy, is to just go topside and get a ward on the Baron and let Master Yi solo. So that's what I try to do here. I walk up, but I think they kind of see that we're not committing everyone to the dragon, and they just leave. And you can see I get my like sneaky ward on the Baron again here. I can see the Baron, but their pink ward on the Baron doesn't see my ward. It's quite OP. Then my team is just killing Nasus. And then I want to do the Baron, but I don't want Graves to steal. So I walk up and kind of zone this guy. My team is like spam pinging me back because they think I'm trying to like 1v1 him or something. But I'm just trying to push him out here. All right, we get the Baron, and then I'm like gonna go walk with my fellas, and you can see right here, I'm like, all right, jungler's pressuring. He's on the map. I'm gonna go pressure with him instead. To be honest, right here, I should move. So it's like 3 seconds or so delay between my decision, but I do move, and then pressure with my jungler, and I don't even really do anything here. You can see if I'm here like 3 seconds earlier, it makes a huge difference. But yeah, just pressuring with my jungler and the game wins itself when he's strong. It's quite easy. We kill this shit. I ping the team back to base because it's looking bad. TF is basing, and then my whole team is here, so I feel like we can just kill this Nasus. Yep, he's dead. Break the tower. And then here, like, again, I'm not pressuring my jungler as much as I should. I should just be on his face right now, Master Yi. Even though like, as soon as we killed Nasus, I don't do any damage to the tower, right? I should just be on him. But he's so strong that he just triple kills them through exhaust. Yeah, and then it's an easy game. So, you know, I tried to be at fights and then fight well. Tried to pressure with my jungler. And you can see, it's so, like, good, such a good game to review, because every time bad shit happened in this game, it's because I wasn't pressuring with my jungler, right? And then every time I clicked with my jungler, we just killed them for free and won the game. I threatened the enemy in lane a lot. I used my sweep to set up the early gank for Master Yi. Used my spells well in the skirmishes. I think I made some overzealous plays, specifically when I was playing against for Master Yi. But for the most part, it's quite a good game for me, right? I'm quite happy with this. All right. Thanks, guys, for watching. I appreciate it.